Hi and welcome to Vintage Doll Collector. It's been more than a year since I last uploaded a video. I've been busy working on non-doll related stuff, but have recently cut back on that and will be posting new content here regularly from now on. I wanted to get back in the swing of things with a quick look at a small collection I purchased through Facebook Marketplace last week. As you can see, it includes some vintage Barbie and Ken stuff, but also some clone outfits and mommy-made things as well. Let's get started. I absolutely love this vinyl Ken carrying case. It's known as the Campus Hero case because that's the outfit he's wearing in the illustration. I have a few other Ken cases, but this one is my favorite because in the graphics, Ken actually looks like a teenager having fun. It's in really good condition with no damage and the drawers are intact. The Ken doll that came with this lot is also in very good shape. He's the very first issue of the molded hair Kens, produced in 1962, with the Pat's penned marking on his butt. I have to say I like the molded hair vintage Ken better than the flocked hair doll. That's just my own opinion. What do you think? The cute outfit he's wearing is called the Yachtsman. It was sold in 1962 and 63. In 1964, they reissued it with the addition of a hat, which is hard to find. This one is missing the little How to Sail a Boat book and also the pair of white socks. I like this outfit because it doesn't necessarily have to be a boating outfit. It can just be everyday casual wear. Underneath the zippered jacket is a red and white striped knit t-shirt. The Barbie that came in this lot has the Midge Barbie patented body that was used from 1964 through 66. She's a platinum bubble cut with white lips. Her head has darkened somewhat over the years. I know some collectors have had good results from soaking the heads in a hydrogen peroxide solution. I'll make sure I know exactly how much to use before I give it a try, though. She should be wearing the solid red swimsuit, but she came to me with the earlier black and white version. She has a few condition issues. She's missing her right pinky finger. She also has a chunk taken out of her left earring hole. She still had the earring posts in when I got her. I promptly took them out. It's hard to see, but there's a tiny nick out of her left eyelash ridge as well. And here's her best pal, Midge. Midge was introduced in 1963, but this one's on the 1964 and later body with the word patented in the butt marking. She came in her original swimsuit. I also got a Barbie wig wardrobe. This set was sold in 1964 and 65 and included a Fashion Queen head with no body, the wig stand, and 3 wigs. The wigs are a bit mussy. I already have the wigs in the wig stand, but I'll have to dig them out and compare so I can keep the ones that are in the best condition. The head is in really nice condition, although she's missing the blue headband as most of them are. Her head is really hard. It would have to be softened up with hot water or a hairdryer to be put on a body. One thing I noticed is that her lips are painted a little bit too high. Can you see it in this photo? The stencil should have been a teensy bit lower. Now let's get into the fashions. This Ken outfit is called Fun on Ice, and it was sold in 1963 and 64. It's complete with the cap, mittens, muffler, and skates. One of the skates has a broken blade. If you replace the skates with shoes, this is another great all-around casual outfit for Ken. This is Ken's Terry Togs outfit, sold from 1961 to 64. It came with the terry cloth bathrobe and a towel stamped his, as well as a pair of tighty-whitey underpants, bar soap, and razor. It's far from complete, though, missing the comb, sponge, belt, and slippers, as well as the cord to the razor. A few odds and ends for Ken. The brown and white sweater was sold separately as a pack item in 1963, then the next year was part of Ken's fraternity meeting outfit. The red cotton swim trunks and red sandals are what Ken originally came in. The 2 pairs of red nylon trunks came on Malibu Ken dolls from 1971 to 74. The yellow Bermuda shorts were part of Ken's sport shorts outfit, 1961 to 63, and lounging around pack set from 64 to 67. The blue sandals were original to the straight leg and bend leg Allen dolls. There's also one white sock, that might go to the yachtsman outfit, and a pair of brown shoes marked Japan. The 3 white shoes and 1 black shoe you can see here are not marked and don't look to be Mattel quality. I think they're probably from a clone doll. These Barbie pack pieces are what originally caught my eye in the Facebook listing. The 4 knit pieces were sold in 1963. The striped knit dress is missing its red tie belt. It also originally came with a gold dimple clutch purse. The blue slacks were sold with a pair of plastic wedgie shoes with blue uppers. The blue crop top was sold with a pair of yellow shorts, and the striped shorts came with a yellow top. The wool cardigan sweater is from 1962. It's pretty faded and grubby, but I think it was originally pink because the body of the sweater is a slightly different color than the collar. The orange sheath skirt, also from 1962, was sold with a black rotary-style phone. This gown, cape, and bouquet are from the Walk Lively Miss America and Quick Curl Miss America dolls of the 70s. Here's a closer look at the bouquet. The roses are made from satin ribbon. A few vintage odds and ends that are mostly in fair condition. The blue jacket is from Barbie's Ski Queen outfit. Unfortunately, somebody cut the sleeves short, but the zipper's in good shape, and I may take that out and save it for a future project. The striped jacket goes to Skipper's friend Ricky. The chartreuse swimsuit top is Midge's. The pink ballet tutu is Skipper's, and the white one is from the ballerina Barbie doll of the 70s. The gold net cover-up goes to the 1969 version of Talking Barbie, and that is not in too bad shape. A few more odds and ends here. The white tennis dress with the orange bows is from Barbie's mod-era outfit tennis team. The purple Lee jeans vest and skirt are from 1995. That was shortly after I started collecting dolls, and I remember buying a couple other outfits from this series back then, but I don't think I ever had this one. The striped tights and bag are from Great Shape Skipper, who was made in 1983. Some vintage fashion booklets. A few spare heads were thrown in for good measure. I'm not good at identifying heads, there are just too many of them. But the one on the left is newer, the one in the middle looks like 90s or early 2000s, and the one on the right is a Skipper head from the late 80s or early 90s. If you recognize them, please leave a comment. The red dress here is the ubiquitous Tressie dress. That is probably the single most common piece of 1960s doll clothing. I must have had at least 20 or 30 of these over the years. The little diamond pattern shirt, on the other hand, is not common at all. It goes to Dawn's friend Ron, and it's in mint condition. It just so happens that Ron is the only one of Dawn's male friends that I have, and this will be an upgrade for him. Okay, now we'll take a look at some of the clone stuff. This ski outfit is mint on the original card, but with no outer packaging to identify it. It looks similar to Tammy's Snow Bunny outfit. The shoes look like they would fit a doll the size of Tammy's little sister, Pepper. I haven't yet identified the gray and pink coat on the left, or the red flannel and faux fur coat on the right. The dress in the middle is called Cummerbund Cutie, and it was made for the Fab Lou Babs doll in the 60s. It has a British Crown Colony of Hong Kong tag. The dress was sold in many different colors and fabrics. It should have a streamer of the same fabric as the waistband. This one is missing it. That gray coat looked way too big for a Barbie-sized doll, but the sleeves are just the right length. This three-piece playsuit was made by Totsie for the Miss Suzette doll exclusive to Grant stores. They also made this in many fabrics and for other dolls as well. These 3 dresses are Skipper-sized. The dresses on the right and left were made by Elite Creations for their Sandy doll, who was Wendy's little sister. The dress in the middle was made for Peggy Von Plasty, a 9-inch German doll who had a Francie clone head. It's nicely made and in good condition, a great dress for Christmas or Valentine's Day. This white lace mod-era ensemble has metallic silver threads. This vinyl vest and skirt look like they're probably Skipper or Francie size too. A few last odds and ends. green taffeta pants, and a t-shirt that has been identified as belonging to a Liv Sophie doll, which is a newer doll I'm not really familiar with. It has a cute manga-style graphic. Here's some footwear. I see a pair of ballerina Barbie slippers here, and the tiny shoes in the middle are Dawn's. I like those chunky red shoes on the right. No idea who they belong to. A few more modern odds and ends. This is one of the sleeping bags to Barbie's country camper from the 70s. And a mod-era stand. Those don't seem to work too well as stands, but you can turn them upside down to make a small stool or table. A ton of hangers came with this lot. There was also quite a bit of hand-knit clothing. Here's a green coat and skirt. 2 knit dresses. The one on the left has pockets. This cute skirt, hat, and panty just needs a top. A 2-piece skating costume. I'm pretty sure this one is commercially made, not handmade. It looks really familiar, but I can't place it. Let me know in the comments if you recognize it. It looks a little bit small for a Barbie. Well, that's the lot. I hope you enjoyed going through it with me. I have tons more to show you in future videos, so hope you will stop by again. In the meantime, happy collecting.